Hey Paul, this is John, West Coast Connects. We reached out and spoke with Michael the other day, promised this free video, so here it is. I'm going to keep things pretty short and sweet. Just want to show you 3 tips that you could do to really maximize your traffic online and maybe improve upon your website a little bit. So with that, let me get started. First and foremost, to be in business since 1981, celebrating 40 years of business this past year, very impressive. Business is hard, as you guys know. I'm sure you've had some ups and downs, some good years and bad years, but making it 40 plus years is very impressive. So kudos to that. Looking through your site, there's a lot of good things here. The one thing that I would say is that there's just not a ton of content here. And content is anything that you can highlight, whether it be pictures, text, and really, you want a lot of content for a couple of reasons. The first is so that you can be found for keywords, right? And looking at your site, you're being found in the top 100 for 3 keywords. Pretty much all of them your name, right? Quality tops, quality tops. But you're not ranking for anything buyer specific. And when I say buyer specific, I'm saying like maybe Arlington Roofing or Roofing Arlington, Texas. I did search in Arlington. There's almost 3,000 searches a month in Arlington for roofing of some sort. And some of these are vague. Arlington could be Virginia, and there's a few Massachusetts. So there's a bunch of variants there, but there is a lot of volume for Arlington roofing. There's also Garland, next to you, and a lot of different like suburbs of Dallas and Fort Worth. 4,000 searches in Fort Worth, 1,500 using DFW, 12,000 using Dallas. So there's a ton of volume and a ton of different keywords that you could potentially rank for. Not only in Dallas and Fort Worth, but the surrounding areas. But what I would do is like say I wanted to rank for roofing Arlington, Texas. Okay, I would have that as a heading. I might have that within my text. I might even save an image as that keyword. And what happens is when Google crawls the site, they see that you have that keyword verbatim within your content and that it is in a heading and it's in a couple of different places. And Google likes to see that. And the more content you have, the more keywords you can be found for. And it is also a ranking factor. So Google has an algorithm that determines what websites get ranked higher than others. There are a lot of factors in that algorithm, but one of them is content. And not only like quality of content, but also quantity. And it's one of the reasons why you see sites like Wikipedia and Yelp do so well is they just have a ton of content on their site. So content's very important, including like where you put those keywords and how they're placed. So that would be my first tip. My second tip would be to just continue to build and improve this Google business profile. And, there's a lot of reasons why, you know, a lot of people search differently, and a lot of people do like to, click on the map pack or those top 3 Google business profiles. And so having your site in the top 3 is very important. And when I look at this keyword roofing Arlington, Texas, you guys aren't in the top 3. So just going to show you a couple of tips that you guys can do. There's obviously a lot to it, but here's 3 things that you can do to help build that up. Reviews. You guys have 73, almost a complete 5-star reviews, so you're doing a lot of good things there. Just keep building that. And if you can get 1 or 2 reviews a week, over the course of a year, you'll have 50 to 100. 2 or 3 years, you'll have 2 or 300 potential reviews. You'll be doing a great job there. So, just keep building that up. Google and people looking for roofing companies want to see high star and a lot of volume. Shows that you've done a lot of work and you've done it well. All this information that you filled out here is great. You want this consistent throughout the web. So say you have a Yelp page, right? And say on that Yelp page it says that you're open 24 hours. That might not be the case, but I'm just saying if that was the case, that inconsistency Google doesn't like. What they want to see is they want to see that if somebody searched on your Yelp page and somebody searched on this Google business profile and someone searched on your website, that they got the same information across the board. So really important that that information is consistent and the same, and Google likes that. They start dinging you when things are different. And last but not least, save photos as keywords. So if I uploaded a photo, I would save it as that, roofing Arlington, Texas, and then I would geotag it as someplace, in Arlington. You kind of want to work out from where your Google business profile is. So say I click this roof and I geotag it there, Google will feel like you did a home there, and that's or a business, and that's some job that you've done. So really important. And these Google business profiles can pull up to 40% of the traffic, and I've seen them even outrank or pull more traffic than the organic. So really great way to add value and traffic to your site, or to your phone call. People, it's click to call sometimes, so people could call you. My last tip is just to build up the strength of your site. And how you do that is you get referring domains that send backlinks to your site. And referring domains are just websites, right? And typically what you want is you want strong websites that have something to do with your business. So whether it's roofing, construction, whether it be a directory, whatever it may be, you want those links that are do follow links that give power to your site, that are, that have to do with your service and industry. And what happens is when you build that up, this visual representation builds here. And what you typically want is 20s, 30s, 40s, and you would like to see a 1-to-1 ratio if you can. And just to show you what that looks like, this is Bearded Brothers Roofing. Okay, and they're out of Dallas, but this is one of their back pages in Arlington. They're ranking high for this particular roofing Arlington, Texas keyword. And even this back page, they have 7 referring domains. Not a lot. When you start having to do home pages, that's when it starts growing and being built. But as you can see, they are in the 20s here. Not quite the 1-to-1 ratio. A lot of their power are probably coming from their home page. If I were to go to their home page, you can see that their home page is pretty strong. Oops. For whatever reason, this was a 36 before, but as you can see here, they have a lot of referring domains, and they're ranking in the top 100 and 1,300 keywords. So that's kind of what you want to get to. It takes some time, but they're definitely pulling in a lot of traffic and getting a lot of jobs. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been informative. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions, comments. We would love your feedback. If you need some help doing this, obviously, roofing is your area of expertise, and this is ours. Please feel free to reach out. Maybe we can get something going. But either way, please feel free to give feedback. I do also have a link to our Google Calendar. If you'd like to set up a time in which to, reach out and talk to us, you can schedule that on your own time. And myself or my business partner, Jackie, would love to get back to you. So again, with that, have a great day, and God bless.